are back with our next offering. Fighting Cock, Kentucky Straight Bourbon. Before we whip this one out,
Pardon me while I whip this out.
for those of you not aware, bourbons do carry a specific legal requirements. Bourbons have to be at least 51% corn in the mash. This particular one is corn, rye, and wheat, I believe. This bottle, being a Kentucky Straight Bourbon, was bottled at over 100 proof.
Aged 6 years, I believe.
Yeah. They aged 6 years in new charred oak barrels. Don't know what quite to expect of this one. 6 years age should give it some pretty good character, but at the same time, this being a bottom shelf, purchased for $19.99 at our local Total Wine.
With a name like Fighting Cock, I expect to get punched in the mouth. This thing better bring it. I mean, this isn't like Peaceful Cock or Happy Cock. This is Fighting Cock.
Yeah. So, let's give this bad boy an opening.
And I feel like at 130 proof, it's all pugilistic too. It's all like Fighting Cock.
Good God Almighty!
Don't let it beat you. Don't let it beat you, Preston.
I won't let that cock stroke me. It's only going to get worse. It's only gonna
the more we drink, the worse this is going to get. Yes.
Unlike George Bush, my mission accomplished means something.
Victory.
So we are cracking open this new virgin bottle into the trusty Glencairn glasses for a nice nosing. Ah, a little bit darker than I would have expected. It's going to reflect that 6 years in the barrel. There we go, my friend.
It served its time.
Not peacefully. This is Fighting Cock. So.
Oh yeah.
Right off the nose.
Yeah.
First thing that stands
angry.
out.
That's so angry.
Is alcohol.
Woo!
This is no fireside sipper. I will say, you take a look at that, it's got some legs on it. I'm trying to pick up anything other than the alcohol right now.
No, there is nothing. It's borderline rubbing alcohol.
That is a dive bar whiskey from the
That is
not even a bourbon. That's just a dive bar whiskey.
Whew.
You go into some truck stop in a bad 80s movie. You sit down at the bar and say, "Give me some whiskey.
Give me in a dirty glass with a human hair in it."
That's kind of what I would expect. I'm trying to tease out something.
This is the kind of whiskey that Kurt Russell drinks as Snake Plissken. This is angry whiskey.
Yeah. So, all right. Fire in the hole. There's more to it.
Yeah,
than the nose.
It's the opposite of the Malort. The Malort smelled sweet and tasted like ass. This smelled terrible, but it's not bad.
It is a bourbon. Now, it's woodier than a lot of bourbons I've had. And it's living up to that 103 proof. It's got some sweetness to it. It's got some that woody smoky that you get from the aging. Got a little peanut on the end. And the aftertaste. You breathe out, you get a little bit of that roasted peanut.
I got a little bit of that angry cock. That's what I got. Because, woo!
You should have had your shots. Or you end up with angry cock.
Angry fighting cock.
Woo! This ain't playing around.
No, it's potent. It's angry.
This is, you drink this stuff, you mean business.
You're going to give somebody
It's not bad. I'm not angry at it. It may be angry at me, but I'm not
It's angry at the world, not just you. So.
Just angry in general. But flavor-wise, it's got a little sweetness to it. I can taste the sweetness of the corn. It's got a little richness.
Honestly, I think it needs either a dash of water or some rocks. I think that would improve.
This is not a neat drink.
Correct. I think it needs a little bit of water.
Jumping into it with both feet into uncharted waters, I would agree. You got to try it neat first, but this is, especially at that proof, you really need to water it down just a little bit. But it's still drinkable.
Yeah, it's drinkable. This is not a whiskey I'm going to drink on a cold night just to sip and read a book or watch.
No. And this is not a hanging out with the boys, reminiscing kind of whiskey.
No, this is the I'm on a mission whiskey.
Yeah.
And that mission is pain.
Or this would be a I'm up to no good with closed fists.
In my youth, this probably would have been my go-to drink. I'm gonna be honest.
And knowing this gentleman, that really says a lot.
Yeah. Say hello to Cisco.
In summation, you could wrap all the flavor notes up into it tastes like suppressed anger.
I'm not sure how suppressed it is, to be honest.
So we're going to try to open it up a little bit with a drop of water.
Yeah.
Instead of just a little bit of water, we've opted to put in a single ice cube. It's lightened it up just a bit. We've given it a moment to breathe and open up a little bit and get some of that water in there to knock some of the essential oils out of suspension. A renosing.
See, it smells much sweeter now, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That is a night and day.
It smells like peanut brittle to me.
It does kind of smell like very nutty.
Yeah, really nutty, a little sweet.
It is so different. That little piece of ice.
Yeah, a little piece of ice took it from a punch in the face to a hug.
Now it's just you know.
Now it's just cock.
I see that's drinkable now.
In comparison, that's like nectar.
That is massive difference.
That is smooth. It almost has a slightly oily. It's got a good mouthfeel, slightly oily consistency to it, with a little bit of body.
I could hurt myself now. I could hurt myself on this. That is much better. Unreal. If you had told me how much of a difference that'd be, I'd have called you a liar. We'd been fighting. Cock.
Don't get me wrong. This is still a potent whiskey. You know you are drinking bourbon.
Oh yeah, it's a manly whiskey.
And even though it states it's aged 6 years, it has some of the characteristics of a young bourbon. It's lively. It's got some presence to it. The alcohol is very forward, especially when you drink it neat. But even now with some ice in it, much more approachable, much more drinkable. The alcohol's still there. Putting a little something in this.
It's Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde.
And like most alcohols that are bottled at that proof, whether it's straight or bottled in bond, it really needs something to bring that alcohol content down just a tiny bit to make it more approachable.
But this is one of the biggest differences I've ever seen from an ice cube.
And at a price point of
$19.99,
would we endorse this one?
Yeah,
absolutely.
I would. I'm a fan of the Cock.
If you want a good, inexpensive bourbon that's got some versatility to it, this is a bit of a Swiss Army knife of bourbon. Because the proof is so high, you can use it as a mixer and not need to fortify it. You can water it down an awful lot, make it go far in a weaker cocktail, or if you want something that makes you stand up at attention, this is a solid.
And we all know we want your fighting cock to be standing at attention.
Indeed. That's with it. With water, you want to try it with a little cola?
Oh, we're living on the edge now. All right,
yeah,
Mr. Preston,
dangerous. We'll give it a shot. Another inaugural step. We tried it neat. We tried it with a little bit of water / ice. Now, the third leg of our journey, we're going to try it with a little bit of cola.
Name brand not included.
Yeah, so. Not a sponsor. The odor of the cola is going to overpower it, so there's no point in nosing it. So let's just jump right in. Damned if that's not my friend.
Damn you, cock.
That's gone from fighting cock to just cock to amenable cock.
Ninja cock. Yeah. That cock's going to sneak up on you.
You don't want a cock sneaking up on you.
Not this one, because it means business when.
That's
at 103 proof. It means business when it sneaks up on you.
I'm not typically a Kohler mixer for my drinks. The vast majority of what I drink, I usually drink neat or with ice. This is a solid offering.
It's a very solid because it is so strong. It stands up to that Coke.
Wow.
That cola is not strong enough.
This is a sitting around with the fellas kind of drink.
This is a game day drink.
This is a game day drink. This is a sitting at poolside kind of drink.
This is a good drink.
This is any kind of social gathering kind of drink. Man, that is tasty.
And your friends are not going to be mad at you for serving them this.
No.
And if they are, they're not your friends anyway.
To be honest, though, if you've got something that's a really top shelf bourbon, you're not going to mix with anything anyway. But that being said, I am surprised at how well this works with cola.
The more we dilute it, the better it gets. Maybe we're not manly enough for it straight. I don't know.
This particular one, though, yeah.
I'm a fan of the cock.
You soften it up a little bit, and the cock is okay.
And the cock's okay. If it's too hard, I can't take it.
Yeah, I could easily drink it.
Oh, yeah, we're going to finish this one.
Yeah, again, this will be Drink number 2 of the Empty Glass Club. Sound endorsement. Fighting Cock, 103 proof. Would you endorse it?
Oh yeah, no, would I endorse it? I'd buy it again.
Oh yeah, this is something that I don't know if you could keep it on the bar.
I would keep it on the bar. Here's why.
Okay.
I have a lot of whiskeys and bourbons in my bar that I do drink and eat them straight. Mm-hmm. But every now and then I want something really cold. I want a mixer. I want to put it with a cola and have something a little more refreshing we're in Florida, it's hot. Sometimes I want that cold mixer. And that may be my whiskey of go-to of choice now.
Yeah, I could see keeping it on the bar just for comedic value, for that label, that name. But I tell you what, you crack this open, you pour it into a decanter, and you'd be hard-pressed to differentiate this from a more expensive bottled and bond bourbon. I am very pleasantly surprised by that. Right now we're two for 3.
Now, I will say I wouldn't recommend it drinking straight. It needs help. If you're going to drink it...
Unless you are really looking for a highway
to
that
get
freshly smacked in the in the head feeling.
So if you want to get in a bar fight, that's your drink of choice. Because it will get you fired up.
Consumer tip.
I'm a big rum and Coke fan. I like to mix mine. I very rarely do whiskey and Coke. That may convert me.
And I would take this over something like a Jack and Coke, as we were mentioning earlier. Jack Daniel's is Tennessee whiskey. Tennessee whiskey varies from bourbon in that they charcoal filter the whiskeys to make it ostensibly smoother and more drinkable. I'm not a fan because it makes it smoother and more drinkable at the effect or at the loss of certain flavors.
I feel that Jack and Coke is too sweet.
Yeah,
to me.
Yeah, it loses that ability to stand up to the stronger flavors of the cola. And
exactly, and the Fighting Cock punches that cola in the face. It is there to stand up and say, "I'm here."
It does it ever, but it does so proudly.
It's like that.
It's a success.
It's like that guy in the prison yard who goes finds the biggest, baddest guy in the yard and punches him in the nose.
So there you have it, Fighting Cock. Good cock to have on your side. This is Kerry
and Richard
signing off.